19 Keys tapping in. What's up? What's up with the family, man? Let's get in. Some early vibes. Man, I gotta redo this whole video, man. This ain't even hitting the way it's supposed to be hitting. Boom. Okay. So look, let's talk Kanye. I don't want to talk Kanye. Kanye is the richest black man in history. Oh, we gonna talk Kanye. Kanye can't do no wrong. I don't care about Kanye wearing no shirt that say white people matter. I knew he already thought that. He got kids that's half white. The man married a white woman. I'm trying to understand why we confused. Fuck y'all mad at Kanye for? You should be mad at yourself for being mad at Kanye. Kanye just doing what he supposed to do. Getting more money. The nigga showed you he know how to get money. He gonna keep making money. Nigga said I'm mad at Kanye. All right. Yeah, no. Look. Right now, the market, it's money in the market. That's what we need to be paid attention to. It's money in the market. There are some stocks that's down 80%, some down 90%. And you want to talk about Kanye? I'm talking about all this money to be made. Come on, man. Y'all tripping. Kanye got billions of dollars. And plus, a lot of these people that claim that they mad at Kanye, and them niggas ain't even black. Y'all like these fake ass pundits and shit. Oh, man, I ain't got time for that, man. You niggas don't be talking about nothing, B. So, no, I ain't mad at that little brother, man. You know what I'm saying? They getting this money, man. You know what I'm saying? That's just the game. You feel me? I want to see what XRP go do. I want to see what these stocks go do, this crypto go do. I want to see what Web3 go do. You understand me? Like, I'm working on my own apps that we got something that's rolling out in a couple of weeks, maybe 3 weeks tops. You understand me? For the BWO community, right? We working on real things right now, man. I want to understand the basis points of the feds and what does that mean for the everyday life, the cycles of the market. You understand me? Working my algorithm trading bot that's in front of me. You know what I'm saying? Like this different. I ain't worried about y'all want to know an opinion. Nah, man, I don't care. I know people don't like it. I don't be caring about shit like that because I just know it don't matter. Kids, you should care, man. Kanye, he making things bad. What is he doing exactly? What changes? Everybody's saying that these things get bad. I just don't understand what actually changes, what goes wrong. Can somebody please let me know? What does it matter? Can anybody let me know? If we can't, let's stay off of it. Now listen, we are in Q4. This is productivity month. You understand me? That means that you don't need to be increasing your spending right now. You need to be increasing your productivity. If you can increase your productivity, then you are able to increase your spending. And increased spending should help you increase earnings. Last time we gave the example about quantity versus quality and how to increase conversion rates, right? When we want to make more money. You understand me? So a lot of people are trying to figure out what should I be doing right now, right? And right now is all about productivity. Now, the issue with the market right now, and the reason they got to keep raising these rates is because people don't feel broke. People do not feel poor. People do not. Let me ask y'all, do y'all generally feel like we're in a recession? If the people don't feel like we're in a recession, then it don't count. Press one if you feel like we're in a recession. Like if you really feel it outside when you walk outside. Now it feels like prices are high, But a recession, we should see prices low. We should see discounts everywhere. What up with the Turfanes, man? Yeah. Come on, man. It don't feel like no recession. So this is what you got to understand, though. The feds is trying to make it feel like a recession. Because when it feels like a recession, then people start to decrease spending, right? And then you have deflationary periods. So inflation comes down, and now it's below 2%. Now they're trying to get it down to 2%. The UN told them, y'all got to chill on all these inflation numbers. The dollar too strong. You're going to mess with the global economy even more. So they're in a tight spot right now. So that's the problem. And I think one of the issues is because people got all these different ways to make money, and people have been saving money. Let's be honest. I don't think the American people have been overspending. I think because of COVID, matter of fact, let me go on YouTube, because this might as well be some YouTube. This might as well, man. We're going to get into this Black World Order talk today. You understand me? Make sure y'all join the Black World Order. We're going to start sending out some approval letters today. Inshallah, we have some letters sent at 4:44 today. Yeah. This, you know what I'm saying? You got to understand. Nah, I'm not going nowhere. If I don't get booked to go somewhere, I don't go nowhere. My booking email is in me bio. And then you got to have the right amount of budget. You know what I'm saying? The budget got to be there. But yeah, let's talk some economics, man. I try to simplify things for the people. I don't want it to be in the sky and all of that. You understand me? I don't want it to be. Yeah, I mean, they got to do something to get this dollar down. I'm about to talk about all of that, Human, we got to run out. I got some stuff we need to run for. I got some plays we need to run. Hold on. I'm going to tell you in a little bit. It don't feel like a recession. I want to do something where I want to do a private meetup with Crown Society members. I think I'm going to let another 100 people join in. We got 100 profiles, which is also going to be coaching profiles. So if you own one of these profiles, right, and you have one of these tokens, then you will be qualified to get a coaching session, and we're going to do some in-person sessions. It's going to be like a 100-person event. You understand me? Y'all get to fly in, pull up. You dig? I want to do something chill, and because I really want to get on this coaching, because I feel like I got a lot of offer. And every single day for like the last 2 years since I stopped my mentor coaching program, people have been sending me messages every single day. Nah, man, I know I got the most prolific voice in this Web3 space, especially as a black man, but they don't be hitting me up all the way yet. So the way that worked, though, is oftentimes you got to get PR agents. They got talent agents, things of that nature. Then they got to contact most of these people like Afro Tech and, the different black organizations, and then you get on. So a lot of these things it ain't nothing to do with like talent and stuff like that. You got to have money, and then money gets you on, right? So we don't worry about stuff like that until we want to. You feel me? I want y'all to understand the game. That's how the game is played, man. The game is, man, I'm going to break this down to BWO too, all the stuff we be doing behind the scenes. So people know how to build up your career, how to build yourself up as a thought leader. It's not that hard. It's going to require some paper, but it's plays to this. BWO is Black World Order. AfroTechHouse.com. Yeah, we create our own. You know me, man. I'm all about creating my own. When before I was able to get on the Breakfast Club and all these different interview cycles, my whole thing was, shit, if they not going to let me on, I'm going to create my own Breakfast Club, right? So I got high-level conversations. We did 500,000 views on the Breakfast Club, but shit, I did 3.2 million views on my own interview. You understand me? We do 1.2 million, 1.5 million on my own interviews. So you got to understand that too. It's like there's a lesson in that. Like sometimes, you waiting on somebody else to give you a break when you can get that to yourself. You feel me? So it's like I was waiting to get on the Breakfast Club, but the whole time a guy wanted me. God wanted me to create my own. He said, create your own, boy. You gonna get more views that way. You gonna get more presence that way. So you gotta understand that sometimes you may be waiting on somebody else and things may feel unfair and you feel like you might not be getting your just due, and that's only because it's time for you to build your own. That's it. All right. So let's get into some economics a little bit. Does it feel like a recession is the question, right? And most people, if you really understand it, don't feel like a recession, right? I don't think the sentiment overall, people are not afraid of spending money yet, right? Now, what is happening is because most of the assets that people hold during contraction times, where there's a bear market, most of the times you can leverage that for equity. You can borrow against that, right? So when you borrow against it, you get the ability to increase your spending through credit and borrowing. But when stocks are down, when crypto is down, when the NFTs are down, when the watch market is down, when the shoe market is down, right? When all of these markets are down, the equity in it is down. They're not worth as much, right? So now they start to contract a little bit. So now you can't pull that much equity out. The housing market being down, you can't pull that same amount of equity out. This makes people start to feel what? They start to feel a little poor. Like, wait a minute, I don't feel as rich. It start to feel like a recession, right? So what people start to do, they start to tighten up their spending. Wait a minute, I need to tighten up my spending right now. You understand me? I ain't got as much money. So they understand that, okay, during these times, I need to increase productivity so that I can make more money, right? If I make more, then I have more money to spend. And for every dollar I spend, I need to make more money, right? So you have to understand the cycle and how these things feel. So now people, if the people at the top not feeling rich, they got all of the assets and they feeling like, wait a minute, man, I don't know. I need to contract right now. They not spending in the streets. If they not spending in the streets, they not buying the cars, they not buying the clothes, they're not buying the jewelry, they not buying these things, right? Then the owners, right, the businesses are not making this money, right? The business is not making the money. Oh no, now they got issues. Now they got a decrease in discount prices. Discount prices is going to mean what? It's going to mean that they're going to be making less money. So they making less money. Now investors don't like when companies make less money, right? So now they pulling out investments. So now they looking for other investment classes to put money into. So now, right now, people are looking for some of the safest investment classes, the ones that are not sexy at all, things like bonds. Like right now, the average person, because a government bond is essentially, you buying in something and the government is saying that, listen, we're going to give you 9% return. Right, so every citizen I think can go get up to spend $10,000, get a government bond. The government like, listen, don't even worry about it. If anybody owe you, I'm the best person to owe you. I'm gonna give you 9% on your money. You're gonna be solid. Right, so that's the way that works. So right now, people are looking for safe things. They're looking for things like art. Art appreciates over time. Right, so boom, I want to put some money into art. Right, so people are looking for these safe investment classes. Right now, when people are feeling a little volatile and the market is going up, then they can jump back into more risky assets. So that's when you see crypto going up, right? Because crypto is considered to be a more risky asset. Now, things like Bitcoin is still considered to be a long-term play. Ethereum is still considered to be a long-term play, even though regulation is going to be taking hold, but it's going to be more so hitting a lot of these smaller cap coins. Right, these altcoin markets, when they become considered a security by regulation forces at the SEC, right, where the security is basically saying there, you buying this as an investment with the idea that it's going to go up, right? Now, once they have that particular type of consideration, The market changes because most of these coins will have to just fall off 100%. Now, most of the coins that you see in the market will fall off. Now, the one thing we don't know when the regulation going to come, when it's going to roll out. Regulation is slow on purpose, right? Typically, I think it was Gessler that said in his lecture when he was giving it, with that typically for new markets like this, it's like 3 to 5 years, right? You got to let these things play out. So where is the opportunities is the question. Now, we're talking NFTs, right? Here's the thing that I want y'all to understand. I want everybody to stop using the word NFTs. That's, to me, using the word NFTs is like calling web pages WWWs. And imagine you was in 95 and it's 96, 97, 98. And all of the people that were starting web pages, they wasn't making no money. So you like, man, the internet shit dead, man. Why y'all get y'all a www? Y'all went and got .coms, man. These things is dead. You know what I'm saying? So now you don't believe in it. Right? Now you feel like, man, these .coms ain't making no money, man. 90% of these people that have got them a .com ain't made $1, man. I was excited. I was watching their page. Nah, but then when you look at the numbers, 80% of businesses fail. It has nothing to do with the tech, by the way. The tech has not failed whatsoever. So what's the issue then? So there's an idea out there. NFT is great. You can do these things with it. Art is blah, 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 blase. The technology never failed. No, they say the market failed. Two different things. So you have a working technology and then you got a bad market. The market was a bubble. Why? Because it was about trading. So you're talking about one niche on how this technology has been used is failing. But the other use cases of it are still succeeding. So you got to pay attention to this. So, somebody said, you got a Crown NFT, make sure you go to crownsociety.io so that you can confirm it and then you can get your physical crown. Yeah. And then I'm going to have a Crown Society event. See, some of y'all, see, a lot of people were speculative in their own thought process. People were buying NFTs. Oh, I'm going to buy this and make money. Whoa, slow down. Partner. You know what I'm saying? Everything ain't, and that's not how all these things work. So listen, with the NFT phase, it wasn't about the trading. Trading blew the fuck up for no reason. It just blew up. I mean, you could sell a picture of a frog and it was just going up. People were selling poop pictures and it was going up. Same thing with cryptocurrency. So when you see these are just cycles, right? You had cryptocurrency, there was poop currencies. There was new cats and new dogs. And then people buying it just cuz. We don't have a DAO for Crown Society yet. That's what we're working on. So people were just buying it just because. Now, is that the fault of the technology? No, it's just the cycles of the market when you have new tech that does come in. So this is what you have to understand. So boom. The trading value decreased by 95%. That's fine, right? That just means that people realize what the technology is. Right? Anytime you have anything that skyrockets that fast, it has to come down. So this is not something that people can be mad at. You have to say, oh, it was inevitable. And everybody warned you against it. Everybody was like, yo, project 90% of these will go fail. 80% of this go fail. This ain't going to work. So for some reason, most people was like, nah, I'm going to still just put it all in. Listen, I didn't fare out 100% profit on a lot of my buy-ins. I bought some of them on speculative play for the long term, and I'm holding on for a lot of them, right? Because I own the IP. So as long as I own the IP, and these are projects that have utility attached to it, then there's going to be some equity in that. So it has some intrinsic value, right? So that's different. So I'm not really tripping. Like, I don't mind spending money to learn. You did? So now we get into it, right? I'm gonna give you some game at the end. Somebody said, what should we call NFTs? I'm gonna give you game. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get the most game in block rule order, but I don't mind giving you a little splash here. Now, so, you know, when we look at the market, we say, okay, the trading value has decreased, but 95% of it gone. But at the same time, when you go look at the market right now, there's still people making money off of it. Why? Because there's, number one, this is a global market. So in the global market, you don't just have players in America. You don't just have the news cycles here. You got the Asian markets as well. And they have always had the biggest market cycle. But at the same time, they use it in different ways. All right, boom. Let me sign into Railbull and see what's going on. Let me see if anybody's making any money today. This is what you got to understand. You can be seeing news about cryptocurrency going down, and somebody could be making $1 million that day. You can be seeing news about the stock market going down, and somebody is making money that day. You can be seeing news about NFTs going down, and somebody could be making money today. My question is always, how are people making money? I don't care about the news. The news don't matter. I just want to know how. That's all I want to know. Right? If XRP, you heard news about XRP, you heard news about crypto going down, but then XRP up 50%. Where was we at? Yes, you can short crypto. Yes, you can buy into it. So what you got to be careful of is looking at the news. You got to be careful of the crowd sentiment. You never make money off the information that gets to the crowd. You make money off the like you have to buy the rumors, sell the news. You don't buy the news. You don't invest based on the news unless you understand the cycle. Like, okay, now that everybody understand it, boom. So when people be like, yo, this is a bottom, this is a buy to dip opportunity, and it goes down, and Ethereum goes down 50%, and then it comes back up another 50%, you have the ability to make 100% once you understand how mathematics work. If it goes down 50% and it comes up 100%, it's 200%. Come on, you got to understand this, man. You got to understand this. So what we got a problem is that we want to talk about Kanye West. We don't want to talk about the market. You distracted. There's always money being made, but the problem is having the skill set, learning how to trade, learning how to understand signals, learning how to be able to read the news, understanding the volatilities in the market, and all of these different things that you can look at to be like, you know what? Yes, my brain is filled of shade room content. It's filled of, gossip and Hollywood Unlocked and unnecessary things, right? But what if my brain was filled of how to read the market, how to study economic news, right? How to look at a chart, right? How to build a business utilizing these Web3. What if this was what my brain was focused on? Then guess what? I would have news and information that was based on me increasing and making money. But right now you have information that you intake, and it's not about you making money. It's not about you taking, you understand me, power over yourself. It's not about you building wealth. So all you got to do is change your information diet. See, the people around you, they want to have conversations about nothing as well. So y'all producing nothing. But when you having conversation that is value, then you produce value. I just want you to think about that. So the people that get you to watch their news, they make money off your views, but you don't make any money off of it. Just think about that. So you got to change your information diet. You dig? So this is why, with NFTs, I don't call them NFTs because that's not what it is. That don't matter. That's just the underlying technology. You calling it by its technical term. But what is it doing is how you should change the name. So once you change the name, now it changes the brand. So when I tell people, listen, how many people want to get one-on-one coaching? Press 1. If you want to get a one-on-one coaching with me, press 1. All right, so I'm on YouTube. I'm seeing some ones come in. You understand me? YouTube, the ones is coming in. All right. So, if I say only the people that have points, only the people that have points can get live coaching program, right? Now, everybody that's pressing 1, I want y'all to see it here too. So, boom, these are people, everybody pressing 1. Everybody pressing 1 over here. So, all right, so case in point, I want y'all to understand this game, man. Right? So now I will open up 100 slots for real. I'm not just asking y'all. I will plan on doing it. But I haven't started. I ain't wrote it out 100% yet. It's about 90% finished. So listen, if I say, well, everybody that press 1, there's only 100 points that will be sent out. And each person that has a point will be able to get the live coaching. Right? Now, if you have 2 points, not only do you get the live coaching, then you also get to come to the event as well, the live event. If you have 3 points, not only you get the live coaching and the event, but you also get to come to a private dinner, right? If you got 4 points, then you come to the international travel when we do our trip overseas. All right. That's starting to sound good, right? So now I want you all to understand this. Just understand this. Now I say, okay, well, the way that you get the points, I need you to go to crownsociety.io, and these are the points that you can go purchase. So you purchase these points, and they're in the form of these profiles. These profiles, each one of them have unique identifiers. They all are 100% different from each other, right? So once you go on and you go get these points, now if you got 1 point, you know what that unlocks. You get 2 points, you know what this unlocks. 3 points, you know what this unlocks. 4 points, you know what this unlocks, right? So now your mind, and nobody's mind is thinking about NFTs. Nobody's mind is thinking NFTs at all right now, because you didn't care about what the NFT was. No, you want the point because you know what the point system does. Am I making sense to you all? And I'm not just saying this. This is real. This is something that we're going to be rolling out. Yes, it's going to be about getting these points. Now, listen, I'm going to show y'all something on my phone that I ain't showed nobody else yet. Let's see. What's this? Let's see. Where is it at? Where my other phone at? I want to show y'all. I want to show y'all what these points look like. I want to show y'all what these points look like. I think I got them all downloaded on the phone, inshallah. Might not have them all downloaded. Uh-oh. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Because these is hard. All right. And, man, it's some raw shit. I ain't gonna lie. It's some raw. It's raw. This was raw. I ain't gonna lie. It might be on this phone that I'm on right now, so I might have to show y'all later. But I do want to give y'all a peek at the point system. And I think I might be able to show, at least on Instagram, I can show y'all some. But you have to understand, anything I do, I'm also teaching you how to do it. Like, that's the nature of my teaching. So, you know, I can't wait to teach this shit. Recents, downloads. It's gonna be fire, man. You don't even know. Pull this up. All right. Go here. And it would be on this phone too. But this is just, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to give y'all the game on how these things work, man. Trying to give y'all the game on how these things work. These profiles are so hard. Only a few people have seen this. I ain't showed nobody these on purpose. All right, let's see. This ain't for everybody, man. It's only a few people that's gonna be able to get to own these in the first place. I might have to show y'all later. I'll do a sneak peek. I'll put it in, for those who are subscribers on the Instagram, I'll put some of those up, but and I'll show y'all a few of them. I can download a few on my phone before I get off of here so that I didn't just, and I got a call for a Dow meeting at 11, so I'm going to get off not too long. But I want to not just build up the suspense for y'all. I actually do want to make sure that y'all get to see them. All right, here it goes. Boom. My folder with all my profiles. All right, so listen. This is what the points look like. So y'all can see it over here. Each point is going to look different. Each profile is going to look different. But these are going to be your unique identifiers. So once you get it, so let's say that, in Instagram right now, it allows you to be able to add points so I can tell who actually owns a real one. Now I can check, right? Put y'all in a group chat and you'll get exclusive access. So these are all one of ones. It's only 100 points right now. Some of them are worth more. These, they hard. I almost broke my window. Yeah, so you can put those in the wallet, but I also want to do something where we're doing some intellectual property as well. So, where you have some ownership of some of the intellectual property, right? So we're going to work out something like that. And we're working on, we're going to be teaching AI. We're going to be teaching AI generative art. We're going to be teaching a lot of different things, man. It's going to be fire. So with those first 100 points, that's all that's going to be available. You understand me? So if you don't have a profile, then you just won't have access. That is what it is. And for me, I can't do coaching to 1,000 people, right? I can't do coaching to 1 million people. Not on a one-on-one level. Now in BWO, we're going to be doing group coaching, right? So that's going to be different. But when we're talking about one-on-ones, I ain't did this in years for a reason, because I want to actually be able to, right, sit down and, give you that consult that you may need. I think that some people just need mindset. Some people need strategy, right? And with strategy, it's like I can look at most people's business and I just give you my blueprint, right? And when I look at that, like specifically, let's say high level media, right? We're taking on like a few clients for high level media, like maybe just a few. And because we want to do high quality work. So like some people got, great IP. Some people got good content, right? The substance of their content, but they don't know how to put it out. They don't know how to maximize, right? And some people just too busy to do it, or some people teams have maximized to the point where they don't have any more creative ideas. They don't know how to continue to grow, continue to go. So this is an issue. So, with high level media, not only we're going to have the right people that can create the right thumbnails for you, the right people that can do the right editing, the right reels that can, do the copywriting and tweeting and all of those different things, to where you got a machine in your business. Because everybody needs a CTO in their business. Everybody needs a media arm, right? Because everybody's business essentially becomes a media platform, right, that has product behind it and service behind it. You know what I'm talking about? So, with the high-level media, we're going to be taking on some high-level clients. At the moment, I don't think we're going to be taking on any, smaller budget clients, because we don't have the capacity to do so. Once we do, we're going to roll it out and try to democratize access to where everybody can increase their media standards. So it should look like, you got a big budget. You compete with the big budget boys. But in the BWO, I will be, teaching you all our secrets and things that we do to scale. But at the same time, we're not going to be able to directly teach your team and give you all of the infrastructure and give you a consultation directly. But in the BWO, we would teach the tools that we use so you can do for self, right? We're going to be doing the BWO will be completely. It's going to be hard to get in after the 19th. Number one. So right now we're just accepting applications, and we're going to start approving some applications today. So if you sent in your application over the last week or two, we're going to start approving some of those applications, right? So you're going to be getting an approval letter, right? We're even working on sending some approval letters in the mail as well. And this is a real personal, you understand me, society that we're building here. Yeah, I mean, with this, if you are of a smaller budget, it is worth the wait. This is what a lot of people don't understand. It's like, even we're rolling out season 2 of high level media, and high level media for season 2 is, we're taking opportunities to allow different sponsors, right? And it depends on the budget, right? But if you have a budget and, you see what kind of views we do, you know what I'm saying? So if you want your product to be in front of people, and if you take your business serious, these are the things you have to do for your business. If nobody knows your product, it is very hard to win in this market. You understand me? It is very hard to win in this market. So your goal is to try to get your product in front of as many people as possible, right? Because then you want to start converting from there. But, we would much rather, spend money on things that have nothing to do with, a return, than putting money towards things that give us returns. And this is the issue why most people businesses fail in the first place, right? If you can increase your creative standards, then it'd be dope. But you got to be able to increase. What up with the brother? You got 5 seconds to jump in here real quick, Billy? I was just planning out your high level conversation part 2. But yeah, man, you got to be able to do that. And, what we've built over here and what we're going to continue to build is high level things, but we want to democratize this process for you. That brother on the plane. That looked like a plane. That looked like first class.
Yeah, you called me home. I don't know if I can get on though.
I don't think he can see this, y'all.
I'm on a plane headed to Egypt. I got a bad signal.
No, it's all good, man. I appreciate you jumping on. I know that first class signal ain't too bad.
Yeah, man, it was monumental. We got to do it again. We got to do part 2 very, very soon. Right now, I'm in Qatar, pushing back. Getting ready to land in Cairo in a couple hours.
Man, well, enjoy that, man. Enjoy that. To get the Comet experience my best out there.
All right, thanks, man. I've sent back a lot of great photos and shots.
Yes, sir.
All right, peace.
Peace. All right, so listen, man. Me and Billy Carson, it's gonna be fire. I can't wait for part two. Part two, I think both of us, I'm gonna come with some super A game. It's going to be some information that I never talk about. If y'all know, y'all watch high level conversations, you realize like, yo, a lot of the stuff that Keys talk about in high level conversations, I don't always talk about on Instagram or talk about on some of these other platforms, because a lot of times I need certain spaces where I can talk and go back and forth with certain people and we have high level conversations, right? And it's like when I was talking with Tariq Nasheed, we was talking about, alchemy. We was talking about magic. We was talking about voodoo and voodoo and systems of voodoo, right? And when I was talking with Blue Pill, we was talking about, the third eye and the Kundalini systems, right? And we was talking about, the chakra systems and different spiritual lores and things of that nature. And I was talking to um, Red Pill was talking about metaphysical systems, right? And occult systems, right? And egregores. So these are not things that I'm always talking about on this particular platform, because there's a time and a place for everything. You understand me? When I'm talking with Mike Rashid, we talking about, masculinity, right? That's a different type of system in manhood. I'm talking to Queen Afua, we talking about the Ma'atic law, right? That's a different system, right? We talking about the Egyptians and the Kemetic systems and laws of the universe, right? And we talking about the womb wellness and stuff like that. And so, when I'm talking to different people, it's bringing out these different sides of me that I have, because I'm a very multi-dimensional man. So, you may see more of the business, right? You may see more of the economics on Instagram, but when I'm sitting at home by myself, I may be studying sacred geometry. I may be studying string theory, right? There's certain things that I find interesting to me. Last night I was up all night because I was designing and I had to refresh my knowledge on the golden ratio, right? I had to refresh my knowledge on the Fibonacci sequence, right? When it comes to designing and aesthetics. So, you have to understand that all of us have multidimensional sides. And the reason that high level conversation works so well is because we get to tap into those sides and present those dimensions to the people, right? And it gets deep, and I believe that work on the deepest level, because, the details are the low level, right? The vision, the concept is the high level. Right. So low level does not dictate something of lower value. It's just speaking on the reference of, how information is disseminated. So, but being able to give and get access to it, yeah, we're going to talk about, we're going to go into psychology as well, because listen, my psychology bag is deep. We're going to psychology. Don't even worry about that. Not even just psychology, but just psychic intuition and being a psychic and psyche energy and things of that nature. This one thing, and this may be a little off subject, but we have entered a new phase in reality to where we're going into a shift. And this shift is a new crystallized mind, because human beings go through different cycles and different phases. And after different cycles and different phases, right? The same way, if you look at the woman's body is the blueprint for reality, right? She goes through cycles, she goes through cleanses, right? But when she gets pregnant, right, that cycle ends, and then there's this period, right, where the earth or the time and the people, right, they can maybe get morning sickness, they get sick a little bit, then they recover, then they're used to it, then they growing and they stretching, and then it gets to the point where it's painful, and there's contractions, right? You start to crave different things, right? And then all of a sudden you give birth, right? And then there's a new world that comes upon, and now you start to take care of this new world. And so human beings, I look at it as a body, right? We are one conscious cycle and one conscious body, and we go through different phases of reality. We unlock different portions of dimensions of space and time. We unlock different sequences of mathematics that allow us to ask different questions and venture in different new ways, right? And so we consistently are at these points of expansion. Human beings don't just go through a path of expanding like this. No, we make quantum leaps, right? So if you look at time, throughout history, all of a sudden you see human beings just made a quantum leap. Like, how did they go from, fire to pyramids, right? How did they just jump into creating an iPhone, right? And artificial intelligence. So once we go through these cycles and we give birth to new psyche energy and we become more vast creatures. Sometimes we are a more logic-based society. Sometimes we are a more emotion-based society because we have heart and we have brain. And so understanding that cycles that we are in and understanding our ability to start accessing different dimensions, being able to see things in different perspective and access different things, it is very important, right, to understand where we are at in time. Because even if you look at the market has cycles, spending cycles, credit cycles, borrowing cycles, things of that nature, right? And so economically, you can see those cycles being played out. So economists can look at it and say, okay, this is the cycle that we're in. But now economists don't even know, right? And look at where we at in October. October is part of a cycle where it's supposed to be a bear killer. So everybody has an expectation for October stock market to go up, right? Why? Because of the cycle. What does that tell you about time, right? Time is this thing that is happening all at once, past, present, and future. Now, with that though, time can be speeded up because time is relative, right? Depending on the mass of objects and different things. And we ain't got to get into all of that. But you have to look at this point in time on Earth, there is more mass, there are more people than any other time on Earth, right? So time is being sped up because there's more motion that is happening. We don't have time, we make time. Right. So once you understand that, you say, okay, we're going through the highest birthing period on this planet Earth that is ever seen. So that's more psychic energy on this planet Earth. And there's more concentration of psychic energy on this planet Earth because we now have tools such as social media to where human beings can now cipher all of their energy and ideas, right, into things. They call it a news cycle. Why? See, these are cycles of attention that the mass amount of people are paying attention to at one point in given a time. This has never happened in the history of the world, right? It's never happened in the history of the world. So we are now at a global and planetary cycle where human beings are all connected. That's different. This ain't never been before. Human beings are connected because of technology. So when you think about things like string theory, it's supposed to say that this is smaller than, it's smaller than an atom, it's smaller than a boson particle, and the entire universe is made of these strings, these little strings that hold everything together. And we haven't ventured into what's smaller than that, right? But when we look, we can understand that, right? Because we got Wi-Fi that we can't see. So we know that there are other dimensions that we can't see, but we can access. So human beings for a very long time was not able to access the dimension, right, of frequency patterns such as like the internet, right? That's the domain frequency that we access because of our mathematical computation. Now we get to access new domains. Once we did that, we say, wait a minute, we can now send signals across the planet Earth. But it's still, we can't see it, but it's everywhere. We know it's working because I'm now sending a signal to thousands of people right now, right? So boom, this is showing you that we are in new cycles on this planet Earth, and these cycles are speeding up based on generations of technology. So you got 1G, 2G, 3G, 4G, and now we are in the 5th generation of the technological cycle in telecommunication. You understand me? So what is this telecommunication? It's telepathy. You understand me by any other word? But we had to create devices for telepathy, right? Sending signals across time and space instantaneously, sending thoughts and ideas instantaneously. So what does that do, right, to the planetary system? How does that have an effect on economics? How does that have an effect on psychology and social systems and orders? Right now, man will always try to control these domains, but you have to understand that when man created his systems and mechanisms of control and power, he did not factor in 1G, 2G, 3G, 4G, 5G. And now we're headed to 6G, 7G, 8G, 9G, 10G, right? So the Constitution did not factor in technology. The banking orders and systems, like they didn't factor in blockchain when they first started creating that. And now you have these billions of people. They didn't factor in, wait a minute, there's going to be an increase of birth and there's going to be 7 billion, then 8 billion people on the planet Earth. So these systems are stressed at their maximum capacity, right? So that's why these cycles are breaking and you're seeing these systems fall, because there has to be a new system that can handle the processing, the speed, the amount of energy, the amount of people, right, that is now on this planet Earth, because the existing systems can't handle it. Right? Like you got to understand that. You ever seen, you go to a crowd control at a concert. They hire so many security guards, right? But when the crowd gets rowdy up to a certain point, security guards can't do shit. The crowd just rushes, right? Or if too many people showed up, they did not plan for this wave of energy to come through, because people represent energy. When mass amount of people move, it is representing water movement, like a wave, because we are 90% water. We are so attached to water and don't even realize that everything can be understood in those waves. We come and our mother's water is broken, right? But we don't consider ourselves to be aquatic beings. We consider ourselves to be land beings because of the way our biology is set up. Yet we have to be born through water. Isn't that interesting? The water has to break, right? So we're in water this whole time inside the womb. And so we have an infinity towards the ocean, because that water, that protecting layer, it is conditioning us for what is about to happen. Everything in life that is being born goes through a sequence, right? It goes through that Fibonacci sequence. It goes through the mathematical pattern of creation, but you are also equipped with everything you need. A fish comes equipped with fins, right? It comes equipped with the ability to breathe underwater, right? A bat is equipped with the ability to see and have sonar technology and see in the dark and guide, or they blind, but you know what I'm saying. So human beings in this era, when you see children being born differently, their brain processing differently, they're emotionally different. Why? Because they are now being prepared for the new world, the new sequence, right? The new energy that's out here. Everybody's being prepared. So when you hear, you also have to prepare yourself. So the brain patterns of these children are not the same as the brain pattern of children in the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s. Why? Because we got internet. It's the same thing as when the light bulb came. Human beings changed. When there was the printing press change. When there was the railroad change. Information moving faster. Things are moving faster. Human beings change. Now we are at this precipice of artificial intelligence. 2019 marked the year of AI. 2011, or what was it, 2001, I believe, or the year 2000 or something like that. They had that movie AI come out. Same year, September 11th. You have to understand where we at, where we going. This shit get deep, B. So high-level conversations is so that I don't want us to be left behind. Y'all think that these conversations we having, this is like, if back in the day, if people of 200 BC and, these different years were able to live and they was given one book. They get one Bible. They get one Quran. They get one Bhagavad Gita. They get one book. You understand me? Where they can hear thoughts from God, because nobody around them was on that kind of level that was breaking that kind of shit down. You know what I'm saying? Like, you would only get so many people out of the millions of people that was being born that had the certain thought processes to think outside of reality. People out here, you have to understand, there was men that was like, yo, there's stars up there and planets and these are constellations. They was like, what the fuck is you talking about, man? Pass the plant, man. You wildin', B. You know what I'm saying? Like, people started thinking of rules and orders and moral constructs that men and women can live in. This is not something that the collective amount of people was thinking about. There was always certain minds that was in tune with the infinite. So though it's never about getting the entire. Everybody doesn't have to go through it. It requires only a few human beings to evolve, and then they spread what they streamed from the infinite, what they was ready for. Because in order for you to process certain information, if you get certain information, it can hurt you. You got to understand that it can hurt you to get certain information. I talked about this yesterday, that the truth is dangerous, because once you receive truth, right? If you found out that, a family member was treating you wrong, somebody in a relationship was treating you wrong, and you get this information, man, you'd be shocked. Why you be shocked? Because truth is electricity. Truth comes in a pattern of electricity. It shocks you, literally. And you can get shocked so hard that it can destroy some of your brain cells. It can destroy your pattern of thinking. You can be hurt. So you have to be prepared to be able to process certain information. Everybody can't process truth. Because once you know, now you know. You're responsible for what you know. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing with society. If the world, that's why they always show in the movies, we can't tell them that aliens is coming. We can't tell them that a comet is coming. They said, don't the people need to know? No. Because if the people know, they're going to destroy themselves before the destruction comes. So you have to be prepared for that which you receive, which is why the information age is dangerous, because some people are receiving information they're not prepared for. You're spoiled. I remember I had figured some things out, man, and it was some of the teachers on Elijah Muhammad, and I wanted to tell my pops. And he was like, no, I want to learn it for myself. Whatever it is, don't tell me, because you're going to rob me of the opportunity to develop the mind to see and understand it the same way. You get into any, order, they're going to take you through different phases of initiation, because they have to prepare your mind for what you're going to receive once you get to the top, because that's when they expose you to everything. You can't show the beginner the advance. You can't show the beginner what the masters are doing. You're not even going to be able to understand or comprehend that. It's going to shock you. You're going to react in the wrong way. It's not going to be good. So you got to ask yourself, what am I actually prepared for? Because some of you all want to skip just because the information is out there. You start reading advanced level stuff, and you haven't developed your mind at the smaller levels. You can't skip the steps. It's dangerous. So this is why having all this information in society is dangerous, and they know it's dangerous. And this is why some people out here losing their mind. Some people got to cope with it. People out here wearing all kind of crazy things and looking ridiculous because they get information they're not prepared for. They can't handle it. It's making them change everything about themselves. It's not how it goes. So, the supermind has the ability to take in information, right? Receive that information and make incremental change, and you see progress develop over time, right? The man who is ready for it. So when you pick up certain information, you understand it. Sometimes people pick up information, they just regurgitate it, and it sound like they smart, but they don't actually even understand it their damn selves, because they ain't prepared for it, because there's certain things you have to learn in order to really see things for as they are. You understand me? So, this that block world order talk, man. This that supermind talk. This is that transformational talk. You understand me? I appreciate y'all being here. I only got 1 minute here, so make sure y'all subscribe on the YouTube channel. I'm gonna continue to talk on YouTube. You feel me? Y'all tap in. This will be saved on the YouTube channel as well. We're gonna continue to have a conversation. Block world order. Make sure y'all text block world order. Like I said, we're going to be doing approvals. It's going to be a yearly or a monthly base, so you can see whether it fits for you. But this is about to be beautiful, man. What we producing is going to be right in time and on time, and it's going to really be for the development, of our people. It's not going to take you just through a financial or economic transformation. You understand me? But it's going to take you through a spiritual and a conscious transformation as well. Because I want to see people lives change where they're like, yo, I can tell you got that BWO glow. You moving different, you talking different, you're confident, your intelligence is different, man. You tapped in. You're spiritually aligned. And you get money. You know what I'm saying? I want you to have them glows. Yeah, that type of time. So, peace, y'all.